Before we get started, let's check out the links in my description. We all want nice things. We want the car, we want a house, we want a high limit credit card. But if you don't have at least a 680 credit score, you're not even in the game. So click this link here to know where you stand and get your free credit scores from all three bureaus. That will be Experian, TransUnion, and Equifax. And also get your reports. If you would like to be free and become financially independent through entrepreneurship, click this link here to be free. If you'd like to get cash back, which is a discount during shopping, please click this link here to see my favorite cashback sites. And if you enjoy the music you hear in the background, please click the link here and subscribe to It's Oasis. Hello everyone, welcome back to Community Wealth. Today I got a little story for you. It's an article about the stimulus, but it's an interesting article about stimulus. But before we get into that, if you would like to know your FICO scores and what's in your reports with all three bureaus, Equifax, TransUnion, and Experian, click the credit monitoring link in the description below. If you would like to make $500 to $1,000 plus per week on your time using your vehicle, click the Wealth Dasher link in the description below. You don't have a vehicle or you don't want to use your own, click the Wealth Hire Car link in the description below, and along with the Wealth Dasher, you can still make $500 to $1,000 plus per week. You want to know how I got 5 properties for $5,500? Click the Be Free link in the description below, then click Sign Up. If you'd like to get cash back on your online shopping, click the Cashback link in the description below. If you would like the all-new MasterCard from Aspiration, it's the Aspiration Zero MasterCard. They're giving $300 back on $3,000 spend within your first 90 days. You can apply for the Aspiration Zero MasterCard by clicking the Aspiration link in the description below. Now let's get to this article. Here's the article. New York inmates receive $34 million in federal stimulus checks. See, that's a different spin on it. The inmates received $34 million in federal stimulus checks in New York. Now, it's not odd because everybody received a stimulus check. Okay, everybody received one. But let's go ahead and read it. It says inmates in the New York State Department of Corrections and Community of Supervisions received more than $34.3 million in economic impact payments, according to a spokesperson for the DOCCS. The federal government distributed 3 economic impact payments to Americans, starting with a $1,200 check in April 2020 due to the economic downturn caused by the COVID-19 pandemic. Additional checks worth $600 and $1,400 checks were sent to eligible Americans through the Coronavirus Response and Relief Supplemental Appropriations Act of 2021 and the American Rescue Plan. According to the New York State Department of Corrections and Community of Supervisions, eligible inmates receive up to 3 federal stimulus payment checks totaling $34,303,315.81 as of September 2021. If an incarcerated individual did not receive a stimulus payment, they were provided an IRS 2020-1040 form and directions on how to apply for a rebate. Several courts have made rulings on whether inmates are entitled to stimulus checks, though some have ruled the money must go towards victim restitution. In 2020, a U.S. judge ruled the IRS can't keep withholding coronavirus relief payments from incarcerated people. The legislation passed in March 2020 that authorized the payments of up to $1,200 per person during the pandemic doesn't specifically exclude jail or prison inmates. The Wall Street Journal reported this week that a U.S. District Court judge agreed to let federal prosecutors use convicted Boston Marathon bomber, whatever his name is, $1,400 COVID-19 stimulus payment, as well as other money held in his inmate trust account to help pay the millions of dollars he was ordered to pay his victims. In August 2021, a judge ordered the government to take money from the prison account of former Michigan sports doctor Larry Nassar, who owes about $58,000 to victims of his child pornography crimes. NASA had received 2,000 in economic impact payments at that point. Stimulus checks were issued to millions of Americans based on eligibility requirements. Okay, so eligibility for first stimulus and second stimulus checks. Residency, you are a U.S. citizen, permanent resident, or qualifying resident alien. You got a TIN, this is a taxpayer identification number. Your dependency, you were not claimed as a dependent on someone else's tax return. Income, first stimulus, your 2018 or 2019 income is under $99,000. Single or married filing separately, or $198,000 married filing jointly. Second stimulus, your 2019 income is under $87,000. Single or married filing separately, or $174,000 married filing jointly. You also qualify if you have no income. Eligibility for third stimulus check. Residency, of course, U.S. citizen. You got a TIN number, or SSN, obviously. You are not claimed as a dependent on someone else's 2019 or 2020 tax return. Your 2019 or 2020 income is under $80,000. Single or married filing separately, or $160,000 filing jointly. You also qualify if you have no income. All right. So with that being the case, I do know of individuals who have received money from baby's daddies or baby's mama, somebody who was in jail, and they got the stimulus payment and they sent the money to them for the kids. It wasn't for child support because they can't take it for child support, but the person who was incarcerated actually sent the money to the person that had the child. All right. Or like attorneys or something like that, the person took the money who was incarcerated and sent it to the attorney or the person helping them with their case, things like that. So it's not a shocking thing, because we know, well, if you didn't know, you know now, but I already knew that inmates were getting stimulus payments. No, it wasn't like they couldn't get it. Even if you owed child support, they were not taking your stimulus payment to pay child support. So it's not a shocking thing. It's not nothing that's groundbreaking. There's nothing wrong with it. It's not like how a lot of inmates were getting unemployment. That was crazy. They were actually getting unemployment. They were stealing PPP money, just like almost anybody else who was outside faking the funk, getting PPP money. So it's not like that. This is actual stimulus checks that went to everybody, including incarcerated individuals. So it's not nothing crazy. But I just wanted to bring that out there, let you know that, hey, if you didn't know, this is the story out here. If you don't know anybody in jail, yes, they were getting stimulus payments. And if you know somebody in jail that get a stimulus payment, then you know why. All right. But anyway, hope this information was interesting to you. And to the next video. Thanks for watching. If you would like to know your FICO scores and what's on your reports from all three bureaus, TransUnion, Equifax, and Experian, click the credit monitoring link in the description below. If you would like to make $500 to $1,000 plus per week utilizing your vehicle on your own time, click the Wealth Dasher link in the description below. If you don't have a vehicle or you don't want to use your own vehicle, then click the Wealth Hire Car link in the description below. And that way you can hire a car and use that vehicle to then Wealth Dash and make $500 to $1,000 plus per week on your own time. If you want to know how I got 5 properties for $5,500, click the Be Free link in the description below. And if you would like to get cash back while shopping online, click the cash back link in the description below. Like, share the video, comment below, subscribe to the channel, subscribe to It's Oasis, and until the next video, let's get this money.